always that excitement when you get to start. A little bit unusual to start off with a ball game, and our kids, with 6, 7 of our alumni came back and played, so we didn't get a chance on Saturday to do much just outright practicing, but we did get a chance to play against them and had some fun. It was good to see some old friends and make some new ones. Then we got to really get after it Sunday. I had a good 2-hour practice Sunday. I was real pleased with our kids. I thought they were enthusiastic, thought they worked hard. And then we had our second chance to get going today. Well, I think it all goes back to your philosophy. When we came out, our first drill we did was a defensive drill, and I think that they have to understand that that's where it all starts with us. Is we have to guard people, we have to keep points down, we have to make sure we understand what our style of play is. We've started working a little bit on offense and trying to get our basic stuff established here in these first 3 or 4 days, and then start adding to that as we go along. But the biggest thing I think, especially when you have a young team, is you got to teach them how to compete and how to play at a college level versus the high school level that they came from. It's a little more intense, a little more physical, a faster game. With the shot clock, you have to play differently, and so there's a lot of adjustments that have to be made. And I think that's the biggest part of what you're doing these first couple of weeks is establishing, what you expect, the expectations, to get them to understand that they have to play at your pace, not their speed. And like I say, I think they've been real receptive to that in these first couple of practices. And if they continue to do that, then they'll continue to grow. And I think this team is one of those that should get better as the year goes on. Our schedule, we got a young team, and probably our schedule may be one of the toughest we've had since I've been here. Our non-conference schedule, we're playing in scrimmages. We're playing John Brown University. We're playing a Division II school in Ouachita Baptist. And then once we start playing regular games, we're playing 3 NAIA schools out of the Sooner Conference. So, and then we're going to travel to Colorado Springs and play 2 Division III schools there, and one of those won 18 games last year. So there's no place on our schedule where we can look at it and say, that ought to be a win or whatever. We're going to have to earn every one of them. We're going to have to fight and claw. But like I say, we're in a tough conference, and in order to compete in the conference, I felt like our schedule's got to get tougher, and we've got to understand that we've got 6 or 8 games to learn to play at that level. And so we hope the competition will get us to where we need to be to compete in the American Southwest Conference. Brianna Maltz has been a great player for the last 3 years for us, and an all-conference player, and she's going to have to carry a big load. She's our only returning starter, the only person that we have on the team that had big minutes last year. And, we're going to have to really climb on her back throughout the year, I think. Rose Robinson started for us last year for about 8 games, blew out an ACL. She has been released, but still having a little bit of trouble, a little bit of swelling in her knees, and she's going to get rechecked this week. And, we hope that checks out well for us. Nisha Johnson is a junior that should help us this year. Rose Zell played some coming off the bench. She's a junior. She's a good, solid ball player. Diamond Goodwin is a sophomore that got a little bit of time in the post last year. She's really worked hard over the summer and just really came back a different player, I think, and we've been real pleased with her and how hard she's working. Haley Ostrander came in last year and backed up our point guard. Ashley Hips was an outstanding player for us that graduated, and so she got limited time behind her, but she's going to have to step up and really play big for us this year. We've got 8 freshmen. We're going to have some big minutes out of those freshmen. They're going to have to grow up quick. Abby Cox from Siloam has done a good job for us. Bailey Womack is from Fountain Lake. She's a great player. And then we got 2 kids here from the county at Johnson County West Side, and Haley Weathers and Lanny Stevens. And both of those players are going to contribute big.